Hey guys, we're back from their Clash Royale free-to-play episode. It's not looking the greatest right now. I mean, I did make, about 100 trophies of progress when I got a couple extra level ups in the last episode, but, yeah, that progress kind of just immediately stopped once I hit 8,500. I was kind of hoping to hit the next arena. But I will just keep on going with the grind. As long as I'm up by 1 or 2 games in this episode, I'll call it a success. Hoping that barbell gets pulled back. It does not. I'm gonna log this. Odds are extremely low that he's playing barbell log bait. Great. Okay, I'm gonna have to hover my Valk for a God Barrel here. Gobs to make sure I take no damage. No more damage. Gang, Bar Barrel, Inferno Tower, Skelly Barrel. He'll be playing God Barrel, so I have to hover my Valk, so I don't have my I don't have my log in hand. What is he doing? What? Okay. I guess I'll just Valk. I believe that's enough because my Valk is level 15, so the level interactions will go my way. Alright, so I don't really know what to do here. I guess I'll just play my Hog. He's probably gonna gang it, if I had to guess. Gang, Skelly King, E-Barbs, Inferno Tower, Skelly Barrel. I could have lightning that, but given the level differences, I don't think I'm inclined to. I'm gonna play a high Inferno Tower here just in case he plays a Skelly Barrel. I probably should have played it one tile in, like on this tile. Okay, that certainly is something. And I take one Spear Gob hit because Spear Gobs are annoying. If he lets this go, I get 200 damage, and then I'll be either neutral or up, so that'd be nice for me. I'm suspecting that he won't realize that he's supposed to be countering that. Yeah, okay, I'm up damage now. A full health recruit gets 2 stabs. A recruit that has at least 1 shot left on its shield gets 1 stab. I think I'll just Valk the back, lightning this. Oh wow, I don't even have to do anything about that barrel there because the Valk's already down. That lightning was extremely aggressive. I was banking on him overcommitting on my firecracker afterwards, but since he gave me that God Barrel value, actually I'm up elixir right now. Especially after that Bar Barrel too. Probably gonna Hog opposite. Yeah, I was expecting he was gonna early commit something to that lane. I'm probably not gonna get really all that much damage here because it's a level 12, but I'll be fine. I don't really have to worry about his God Barrel because he's not got it in hand from the 2 cards, and also I've got delivery for it. Well, this is a very nice lightning value. Pop, pop, pop. I think that maybe this episode would be a good time to go over trying to come up with a new anti-mid-letter deck, because I built this deck on the assumption that there would never be a log nerf, and then they nerfed log. So this deck is not really level independent anymore. I mean, lightning is still good, but Hog, I've noticed, is actually very bad underleveled, and well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Hog is very bad underleveled, and it's pretty much a dead card in the majority of matchups, and Log being underleveled means that I should probably look at swapping out the deck. I mean, not on this account, of course. This account is far too committed to this deck, but for like future reference, it's probably better to make sure that I have a real deck ready for people who are trying to get to 9,000. Oh, I didn't even realize that 1 tile down delivery actually full countered. Well, this is a pretty standard game, honestly. I mean, it's just lightning cycle from here, so I'll see you guys in the next round. So I remember that lightning was very good against mid-ladder players because it's a more versatile rocket, really. E-Wiz is a spell? And Ice-Wiz is a spell, that's crazy. Well, I'm looking for a spell right now that isn't log or delivery, because log after the nerf is highly level dependent now, and delivery is not nearly as good anymore now that log delivery doesn't full kill rangers. It's difficult because there really aren't any level independent small spells. Every single one of them is level dependent. Underleveled Zap, it still gets the Zap effect, but you can't play Spam as an underleveled player because Spam has too many strict requirement levels. Snowball I could imagine being good, but in combination with Lightning doesn't make sense. Like, you could play Bar Barrel Snowball if you want, but those are also level specific, because Bar Barrel's very highly level specific. Rage is not very level independent. Curse is not very level dependent, but neither of those will help you with a God Barrel. I'm thinking of arrows, but then if you go with lightning arrows, then you've pretty much committed yourself to a heavy deck. And in a heavy deck, you kind of just auto-lose to someone who's playing cycle and high levels. Well, I put together 2.9 Expo, 3.0 Expo. I'm doubting that it's a perfect free-to-play deck, but I'm guessing it's probably one of the best ones that are left. Of course, it still does use log, But it's just the thing with Expo is that you can at any time commit to hardcore defense, and like Hog, of course, it's okay, but if you have an underleveled Hog, it's not going to be all that good on offense. Expo doesn't have to be good on offense, because if your win condition is underleveled, you just commit to defense. Oh boy, this certainly is going to be a matchup. So he's going to be playing Spam Bait. I believe I have matchup here. All I have to do is just defensive Expo when he doesn't have Boss Bandit and Cycle, and he can't play anything except for his Boss Bandit. Wait, no? Mega Knight Bait. Okay. I'll just log the Bandit here, try and get it off the map so I don't have to counter it with anything else. That was imperfect log timing. Ooh, I really wanted that E-Spirit to jump. Okay, then. I'm probably alive here just because Archer's OP. Archers had a time recently when they were really strong because they got a DPS buff, and then they were never properly nerfed after that, so they still just kind of do way too much DPS. I was assuming that he was going to wait too long on his Queen ability there, so I went for just a Fireball. Just a log. Gang, Bats, Breakers, Queen, Mega Knight, Bandit. That's 6 of his 8 cards right now. If I had to guess, he's playing Prince and Arrows. Okay. You can always get a Bandit dash off, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to be useful. So, yeah. The reason why I think of this deck is because you can almost always play control style with Expo. Siege decks in general are just perfectly suited towards control. I'm not going to waste my Spirit in any circumstance that isn't on his bats, so I'm just going to set up a Tesla right now. He has to set up something anyway. Okay, yeah. Looks like his 7th card is Prince. Probably going to try and pre-arrows or pre-zap my Skellies or something like that, so I'm going to play them on the side here. Or not. I really would have liked it if that Prince had charged on my Spirit there. Probably going to have to eat 1 breaker, 2 breaker shots, okay. Night reset. Well, there was a bit of noise there, so I'm probably going to cut around that, but it was an okay-ish defense. Fireball Spirit does kill a Queen, but looks like I can't do that anymore, so I'm just going to have to go with this. Night low because the Prince will probably charge. Oh, it didn't charge. Nice. Yeah, it's not a very clean defense. I needed my E-Spirit to jump there, and I played it too late. So that was kind of my fault, the reason why I'm down, but of course, I've got a big spell. He doesn't have big spell. I've got Expo, so there's absolutely no way he breaks through right now. Expo doesn't do the most DPS in the world. Like, of all the things in the game, it is a low DPSer. It's just the fact that it hits, like, it hits for so long. It has such a long range that you can usually DPS things down by the time they reach your river. So you can see here that the Expo has been helping out quite a bit on defense. Alright, so I'm down, what, 3 fireballs? Yeah, you have to be thinking in terms of fireballs in this kind of matchup because you can't really afford to play, you know, happy and fun and actually playing. No actual playing, just Expo. You know, I say that I was gonna like skip the games that are really boring, but I can't really. This is what Expo looks like. So I guess if you want to be a free-to-play player right now, this is probably your best shot? Question mark. Yeah, he knows that he knows that it's gonna be a real toxic match from this point onwards. He's tried to start the arrow cycle. I've started the fireball cycle. In triple time, it'll be a lot easier for me to fireball cycle him. Okay. Knight, Skelly, Spirit, Log, Fireball. Yeah, this is. I don't know if you guys heard me tapping there. When I'm stressed in Clash Royale, I just start mashing the screen really hard. That was a crazy arrows, but I can't really punish him for it. I'm gonna start expoing because I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up in time. As long as I bait out his Mega Knight, I'm fine. Because I can ignore a little bit of damage in this lane. Tesla, Fireball, E-Spirit. Skellies, Knight, Log. You can see there, because I played a bit fast and loose with my tower health there, I was able to... He should pre-arrows my Skellies here. He almost got it down in time, but not quite. Okay, I can get a Fireball down. I need 2 Fireballs before the end of the game, but I think I'm going to be fine here because I can get a second Fireball down before he can get 2 arrows. He knows that he has to start setting up really hard on offense here. I don't know what that is. I'm going to cycle around to my Skellies so I can get those... Okay, never mind. That's fine. I don't really have to worry about that lane. I do have to worry about that lane. Do I? No, actually I didn't. That was perfectly set up. I exactly evened out my damage there. Okay, just Tesla tank for these, and then it'll work out. Yeah. Pretty lame. If I was playing so this was even level and I barely won. So that actually makes me think that if I was underleveled, I wouldn't have won there, because when you're spell cycling, you need to be positive elixir. So how can I get positive elixir trades against mid-ladder players? The reason why my hog deck has been working is because I've got double big spell and a bunch of splash. So if they try and spam really hard in one lane, I can get the extra elixir out of them. But in 2.9 Expo, you kind of need some sort of way to get positive elixir. Of course, every deck in the game needs some sort of way to get positive elixir. I saw some guy, I think it was, actually I don't remember his name, but he was playing 2.9, he was playing under level 3.0 Expo, and the way that he was getting his elixir was instead of having high levels, he was playing Evos. So he had Evo Archers and Evo Knight, and since Evo Archers are monstrously overpowered, even though they're under leveled, just having double damage Archers makes him able to get the positive trades that he needs to get Expos on tower or Fireball cycle. But I'm playing no Evos, which of course makes this extra tough because no Evos plus no Evos plus poor interactions kind of means that you don't really have any outlets for getting positive trades. I'm actually thinking of just straight up 2.6. So the thing is that if you can't rely on the log and the delivery, you need to play some sort of double cycle. So I'll take a look at 2.6 in this next match. 2.6, of course, is the infamous deck that everybody hates, and the reason why everybody hates it is because 2.6 actually has a very nice matchup into most mid-ladder decks. Even though mid-ladder carries like 20 Hog counters, Hog always finds a way through, just because of the fact that if the deck is poorly designed, Hog 2.6 will take it apart for you. I'll go for an Ice Golem here. Yeah, okay, perfectly timed. That Ice Golem health buff is probably also going to help me out a bit. That probably negates like one level difference. I'll go for a Hog behind this Ice Golem here. Cannon. Looking like he's playing double... No, he's not playing double barrel bait. He's playing Mega Knight bait. Because Spear Gob's gang. That or recruits. I'll just log here. Yeah, okay. Spirit behind. Very nice. Wait, he's playing Chef Mega Knight bait? That's very odd. That was extremely aggressive play right there, so I'm going to go for a Hog on 0 here, and he's going to take a bunch of damage. Yeah, he's only got Spear Gobs for this, so he's going to have to... Oh, never mind. He had more health, more elixir than I thought, but he still ended up taking a... I can't remember if that was 1 or 2 Hog hits, but a lot of damage. He took a lot of damage for that Hog, and I only had to spend 1 elixir on it because it was a 6 for 5. So you can see here that in the game of spamming, Hog 2.6 almost always comes out on top. He's got Miner Zap, Gang Bats, Skelly Barrel, Spear Gobs. I mean, all the classic things that you see with Mega Knight bait. I gotta be careful not to give him any Mega Knight value because, well, it's Mega Knight. I drag 100,000 billion% Mega Knight. I'm gonna need to get around to a second Musketeer here. If I had to guess, he's going to Mega Knight the river. Check this. No, he's not. Okay. I'll Skelly's Kite these opposite lanes in case he tries to tank them with something. Okay, no, okay. I'm just going to go for a Hog here. It doesn't really matter what he plays. If he goes for a Mega Knight, then I get damage. If he goes for a Gang only, I get damage. He has to play more than a Mega Knight if he wants to take no damage there, which is toxic. Alright, I'm going to go for a low cannon here, so if he tries to Miner, it'll get pulled by the cannon. I mean, not pulled, but it will get targeted by the cannon. I can just log away these Skellies, and then that'll be a clean defense, because Cannon does a lot of DPS. For only 3 elixir, it actually hits about as much. It does about as much DPS as a Musketeer does. And you can see here that the interactions are going very smoothly, because 2.6 Hog has quite a bit of overcommit potential. I believe he wasn't playing Evo Mega Knight. I think he was playing Evo Barrel, Evo iDrag, so I should be fine to go for another Hog here. I'm going to Ice Spirit just so I can get a second hit off. No Mega Knight. Okay. Just Spear Gobs. He's definitely going to try and snipe this Musketeer. Yeah, no Mega Knight, very good for me. I gotta worry about this next Evo Barrel. I'm gonna try Cannon, and then Ice Golem, and then Skellies for this. Okay. I really need my log sometime soon. Wow, that is kind of gross. How am I alive? I was down a lot of elixir, and he had his full Evo push, and he just died straight up. Like, everything was just gone. Maybe 2.6 really is the way to go if you're playing mid-ladder, which would be kind of a depressing thought. Well, you can just straight up fireball You can just straight up fireball a Skelly Barrel if they play it like that. I'm gonna go for Skellies on this. If he zaps it, that's fine by me because the tower retargets onto the Miner. Okay. I will Cannon up high just to make sure that this Mega Knight doesn't go anywhere. The reason why I'm fine with the tower retargeting onto the Miner is because it gets less damage overall if it gets targeted first. I can just fireball log to finish this game off. So, yeah. I guess the best free-to-play deck right about now is 2.6 Hog, which is certainly something. Of course, Musketeer is relatively level dependent because she gets killed by a Fireball if she's 1 level too low, but most mid-ladder players aren't playing Fireball. So well, of course, I can't pivot to 2.6. I can only show you guys what the best deck is now. Really, I'm just gonna be stuck with the deck that I have until I reach the next level. Reach, like, a level 15 thing. So, yeah, I guess we'll just keep on playing. Ice Spirit. Evo Spirit 2, that's not a good thing. Evo Spirit means that this guy's probably watched YouTubers play because, bad players don't know that Ice Spirit is good. Classic bait, I'm assuming. Spirit means that he's not playing like spam bait, because spam bait doesn't have spirit and instead goes for extra spam. Knight Spirit are his evos. Princess, Gang, Barrel, Log. Okay, looking pretty standard here. I have good matchup into this because he doesn't have spam bait, and if he's not mashing all of his level 15s at the river, then he can't really kill me. I'm not so bad that that would actually work on me. I'm hoping that this Firecracker will kill the Princess. Very nice. I'll just go for a Hog here because bait usually plays Inferno Tower. Regardless of if it's Inferno Tower or Tesla, I should be fine. No building. Okay, that's odd. I get only one hit for that, even though he played his gang so late just because of levels. I'm going to gobs this just to make sure that the Knight does eventually go down. So the best way to play against log bait with this deck is typically what you do is you want to log the princesses and then delivery the gob barrels. So I'm gonna do that right about now. The reason why you want to log the princesses, oh my god, okay, never mind. I guess I'm just gonna lose now because I have to delivery this and then he's going to barrel and then I'm gonna take a bajillion damage because his barrel is one level higher than my tower. Alright, I have to Valk on 0 if I want to live, and it's still gonna hurt a lot because I'm gonna be on 0 elixir here so we can just gang the river opposite lane. Yeah, this game kind of just got extremely difficult now that I realized that I completely forgot again that Log doesn't kill Rangers. I can go Hog opposite because that was a terrible Inferno Tower. That's 5 for my 4 after my 4 already killed his 3, so that was, I only spent 1 elixir to get his 5 out of hand, essentially. I'm hovering my Firecracker for Princess the River. No? Oh, there it is. Alright, I can ignore a bit of Knight chip on this opposite lane. I'll just wait for the Knight to lock onto my tower and then gobs afterwards. Log. I have to log his, wait, how did the Knight get pushed off tower? Interesting. Well, I have to delivery his princesses and then log his barrels. I have to tank these spear gobs with my Firecracker, also get some spear gob chip, and in a close type of match like this one, it's going to be in my best interest to be saving as much damage as I can. I don't know why he keeps playing those Inferno Towers like that. It's kind of a crazy play. He just keeps giving me damage for no reason. I'm going to log this and then delivery his barrel. Delivery his barrel. Okay. Yeah, I knew that the princess was coming, so I played my Valk. So the thing with this matchup is that he's got Rocket Cycle, which does more damage than my Lightning, but I can get more offensive value with my Lightning. So my goal is to try and make him not Rocket for one cycle in a row, while I get when I get 2 Lightnings off. But of course, I'm already up quite a bit of damage, so I'm pretty sure this game is already over. Once again, I can't ignore that Knight because it's 1 level higher, and 1 level means the difference between taking my entire tower for some reason. Yippee, I love level differences. So, I believe that's actually game. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. It's hard to believe it's only been 4 games this episode. Yeah, I'll just play, 3 more? See if we can make it anywhere. I'm hoping that I'll win this game, and I'll probably just swap over to Merge Tactics for the rest of the episode, because 2 wins is enough for me. What I've learned is that you want to be as not greedy as humanly possible when dealing with high levels and trophy pushing. This is actually looking like a good matchup for me. It's the same matchup again. I've got, well, the thing is that I've got a good matchup into anybody who plays reasonable decks. If they play a reasonable deck that isn't spam, then I actually have a good matchup because he's playing a deck that requires skill, but of course I am just better than he is, which means that I'm gonna easily win this. If I'm playing against a no-skill deck, that's the problem, because the no-skill deck can play to its fullest potential irrespective of how good they are, and that means that they can beat me just because I can't, no matter how good I play, there is no amount of outplaying that will outplay them. But a deck like this, where he actually legitimately does have to play better, I can easily outplay that. I'm hovering a Firecracker opposite lane for his princess, but it looks like he's not going to play it. That's a crazy Inferno Tower, but I'm not up enough in Elixir to really punish that. I will go for a Hog Firecracker opposite lane to see if I can get something going. He's definitely going to gang this. Gang? No gang? Late gang. Okay, 2 Hog swings and a Firecracker shot. Very nice for me. I believe that Firecracker gets me pretty much no damage. I'm going to hover my gobs for a princess. I'm laser focused on both sides of the river at once. I have to defocus my eyes so that they can, I don't know if this makes any sense to be saying, but I defocus my eyes so that they can hard focus on 2 spots at once. I don't know if I'm like going like the opposite of cross-eyed there or something, but it I don't know how to describe it, man. It works. That's all I can say. I'm gonna live very low here because I don't want to leak elixir, and I also want to have someone counter his knight. If he gangs, I can just firecracker it. Nothing? Okay. So, this is looking pretty nice for me. I'm already up damage, because this guy's been playing even worse than the last guy, and he's only got a level 14 princess, which means I legitimately can play the correct way in this matchup, which is, I can play logs on his princesses and deliveries on his... Yeah, I was expecting that if he did play a princess, I was going to have time to react to it, because it would lock on my hog for a second there, which is why I wasn't hovering my firecracker. But I did get it down pretty quickly, because, well, I'm not trash at video games. I'll go for a low Valk. If he's smart, he'll rocket that. I'm gonna instant log this. You can log sooner than you might expect because the gobs spawn in the middle of the tower. And, oh, okay. I don't know if that was a prediction or if he just got lucky there. Never mind, it was just luck. Princess into a delivery tells me that he was just getting lucky there. Valk actually wins the 1v1 into a knight. Since he gave me so much elixir there, I'm gonna go for a lightning on tower. If he's smart, he'll rocket me, but he's not. Okay, good. I played that Valk really late. Whoa, now the rocket? He waited until he was hitting nothing before he rocketed. I don't have my lightning in hand, unfortunately, so I can't actually punish that rocket. Okay. Well, I'm up damage. He's been playing bad. I've been playing meh, but also kind of bad. I'm gonna lightning his gang here. Whoa. Odd. I believe that princess does get one shot on my tower because I didn't play those gobs soon enough. I have to firecracker these because levels mean that they'll take like 2/3 of my tower if I let them go. I was kind of hoping that my firecracker was going to come back to help me there, but I guess not. You want to wait for as long as humanly possible before counting their tanks so that they have a chance to go for a Princess of the River. There's no way for him to protect this princess, so I can just let that go. I'll go for a Hog Lightning here since he's down damage. I mean, down elixir. I'm actually going to Firecracker the River here on 0 because he's going to... Oh, never mind. I was expecting that he was going to gang, but I guess he just didn't have the elixir. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next round. If I win this game, it's going to be merge tactics for the rest of the video. Well, actually, I'm almost 8. No, if I win this game, I will be principled. If I win this game, merge tactics, because I don't want to lose all my progress immediately. Firecracker, probably Hog EQ, which means that I'm probably about to lose this game. Definitely Hog EQ, probably about to lose. It's a mirror matchup, but of course his cards are literally just better than mine. Inferno Tower, Valk. At least he doesn't EQ in this first cycle, so I'm not down by too much. Only 400, which is a full lightning. Doesn't have to do anything about my Valk. I had to play something on the Firecracker, and it wasn't going to be gobs, just in case he had a log in hand. You notice there that the Valk stayed alive for like one tiny sliver of health? That is a level difference. That's the 14 versus 15 level difference. Of course, it didn't get me anything because I only got one level 15 as opposed to as many 14s, but yeah. Skelly's Spirit, Tesla Firecracker, Hog. I mean, I don't really need to count his deck. I know what he's playing. I'll go for a Hog the River here. No Lightning because that would be way too aggressive for single time. But he got outcycled. He's playing trash. Okay. He should have realized that I was getting close to my Hog and then played something else. I'm actually going to protect this Firecracker here because he doesn't have his log in hand to try and force him to EQ. Oh, he's definitely going to get a lot of EQ value here. Wait, don't tell me that gets it. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Levels. There we go. That's the EQ that I was looking for, so he's down quite a bit of elixir here. I'm going to go for a Hog the River because my tanks are already across, which means that if he Teslas, then he's going to have to take a bunch of damage here. Yeah. This is how I need to win. I can't win by, if he has a high-level deck that's the same as me, and he plays even slightly competently, I lose. But if I just wait for him to make a bajillion mistakes, he'll make them because he's only 8,500. Alright, I'll probably Firecracker opposite lane, because I don't want to give him EQ log value on my... Well, he just EQ'd, so I can Firecracker this lane. Just gotta be careful about him Firecrackering the river. Okay then. Inferno Tower to the side. Yeah. I'm not that predictable. I can't believe I didn't get any hits on my tower. That's crazy. If he's smart, he will... Oh, wow. Okay. I was not expecting the Evil Valk the River. I'm gonna Gobs low. I'm gonna take some hog hits here. It's unfortunate, but, Evos, Yippee, my favorite. And I take another hit. That's great. Okay, so I'm hardly even up elixir. I mean damage. He's probably about to play another hog here because he's been... Okay, he's just giving me extra elixir. I'm gonna play a lightning on tower here. I'm probably gonna have to lightning cycle because he's focused up enough that he's not really making too many mistakes anymore. I'm gonna go for an Inferno Tower because I know that he's about to hog. I'm gonna Gobs to pull this Valk off my Firecracker. I actually have to log this to keep it off my tower, and that still might get a hit. Just barely doesn't. If I didn't play that Firecracker, I actually would have taken damage there. That's crazy that gets him damage like that. He's about to hog the river again, so I'm gonna Valk block. Since that hog got pushed to the side, I can Inferno Tower out of EQ range. I need 2 more lightnings. Okay, this is a very nice lightning value for me. Very nice lightning value for me. I'm gonna go for a pre-gobs because he's about to hog. Oh boy. How am I gonna survive this? I don't think I will. I'm probably about to lose the game right here. I need to get my 7 elixir off. I need to wait for him to EQ before I Inferno Tower, but I can't wait because I have to play it right now. And I'm dead anyway. That's nothing I could have done. As soon as he stopped making mistakes, I just immediately lost because he's got higher level than I do. That's fun. I'll play one more game to try and get back to where I was, but, yeah. Odds are very high that I will end this video exactly 1 win up from where I started. So it's tempting for me to recommend that you don't play Hog, because overleveled Hog versus underleveled Hog, of course, the overleveled Hog wins every single time. But, Hog is the best anti-mid-ladder win con. It's tough to decide. I'm thinking of playing Log Bait, honestly. Mid-ladder oftentimes hard counters Log Bait by playing a bajillion splash units and 20 small spells, but, well, there's no one deck that can counter everything here. Whoa! Okay, I'm actually just lost. I'll see you guys in the next game. Well, I seem to be incapable of winning right now because I don't have any Evos in my deck, and I'm, well, playing against people who are, like, slightly competent, so I guess I'll just head back to my, P.E.K.K.A. Bridge spam where I can punish mistakes really hard. There's an argument to be made for P.E.K.K.A. Bridge spam being a good underleveled deck because you can bait cards out of their hand pretty well. If you instant react with an E-Wiz, you can actually take no minor hits just by staring really hard at your tower when they play a minor. Alright, I'm gonna minions this, try and take no damage. That was very late minions, that's kind of bad by me. Nice thing is that Ghost actually 2-taps a Gang if you try and surround it, so Gang is not a very good Ghost counter. I'm gonna zap these Spear Gobs so that my minions get some 0 hits because Skelly Barrel does enough damage to... Okay, that's unfortunate. Skelly Barrel got a death damage buff a while ago, so I guess it makes minions 1-shot instead of 2-shot on tower. Well, he's playing Mega Knight, which is actually a very good matchup for me, so I'll, I don't know, I guess this will be the last game of the episode since I'll be able to finally get a win after all that time. This is going to be a very interesting push for him because he's going to have to spend... He gave me a 7 elixir counter push on this side on top of spending 5 for my 4. So he doesn't really have a lot of elixir to survive with right now. Yeah, okay. That's going to be a lot of tower damage for me, and the Ghost goes invisible, so it's going to get me 2 hits there. I don't know the perfect zap interactions. I think that if I zap on an E-Wiz, it actually gets me an extra hit because the chaining stuns gives you enough downtime for the E-Wiz to get an extra shot. But I'm not entirely certain. Was he playing Evo Barrel? I can't remember. I can't really play anything right now. If he's got Evo Barrel, I need to save my minions. I can't zap because he's playing bait. I can't P.E.K.K.A. because he's playing Mega Knight. I got some minions for this miner. Ram opposite lane. He has to play something on both of these. Yeah, okay. Every time he plays something, he's practically just giving me a counter push right now. He has to be setting up a push, but of course he can't set up a push because I've got P.E.K.K.A. Alright, so, do I have enough elixir to survive this? I believe I do. Okay, how am I gonna live this? I'm actually gonna ignore that eye drag and then go all in opposite lane because I think that it would be better for me this way. Wow, okay, I'm gonna Ghost in front because I have double time elixir, which means I'll be able to afford my E-Wiz anyway. Since I Ghosted in front, he can't get a swarm down on my P.E.K.K.A. And, okay, that's smart of him. Oh, I was hoping that the E was gonna kill everything before the Bandit got there, but the Bandit got there too soon. Okay. Unfortunate, but I am still up quite a bit of damage, so I think I should be fine here. I missed my zap, which is unfortunate, but he zapped it himself, so he's... Never mind, Gang. Gang is a really strong card, because it kind of just counters anything. I'm actually only up by 3 damage right now, which is scary. He's been spamming a lot. I've been spamming a lot, too. I should play more passive and just allow him to spam into me. E-Wiz, so I take no death damage. I need to spam him and then use the counter push. I mean, I need him to spam me, and then I use the counter push. I'm gonna P.E.K.K.A. low here because, well, he set up his eye drag, and eye drag is his best counter to my P.E.K.K.A. Okay, this is fine. I'll just E-Wiz, retarget everything, and get the Skelly Barrel off my tower. Very nice. I am down 300 though, so how am I gonna do this? I'm thinking I'm gonna go for a Ghost Ram push opposite lane, because he's about to gang. Oh, no gang, okay. Well, I'm gonna Ghost Ram, he's probably gonna Mega Knight. Very good for me, actually. He messed that up very bad, so that's actually game over. Yeah. Yeah. He played considerably better than most of the Mega Knight players that I played against, but not good enough. He made one mistake when he didn't play his miner soon enough. He had to wait for the ghost to lock onto the miner before playing his gang. I think the gang might have actually pushed the miner off of the miner and then onto the gang, which is a bit unfortunate for him, but yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe we'll make more than a single game of progress.